one up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch 54. Got one.
On first down, Moss. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Logan, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
4 down.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Wait, 52 is the mic. You're not ready. Good job right there. 52. 52. Man, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Good.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 24, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 41, Wilson rolling to his left. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Mike, 45. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Penny, a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Green 80. Double.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah,
and now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 40. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 62 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
6-0 our score after 1. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Penny. Nifty move. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Logan, and now another one thrown incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
You. Run left. You got motion. That's good.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Moss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
First and 10.
Ready?
On first down, Logan. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Wilson, and he finds Penny. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Metcalf once again the target, and now it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third. Now Carson fumbles the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
380!
On second down now, Dobbins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On third down, Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Logan. Going right side here, and that's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw. Logan. And he's able to find Wallace. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Looking to throw. Logan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Back to throw. Logan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 52's the mark. We ain't giving up nothing today. 52, right 52. Here we go.
They go play action now. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go.
On first down, Moss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Watch twist.
On second down, it's Moss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Looking to throw. Logan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
On second and 11 now. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Wilson now, throwing again. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Logan under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Logan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 15 now.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Logan. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks and the speed.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dee Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On second down, it's Carson. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. One last shot for Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.